As I'm sitting there, this family walks up. They're like, "Hey, we saw you walking like 15 miles earlier today. You know, walking beside the road there, and you know, we wonder what you're doing." So I got into the situation, telling them what I was doing the American Discovery Trail, and they were like, "Well, where are you staying tonight?" And I was like, "Well, I'm not really sure." And I was like, "Well, here we go. Somebody's actually inviting me home with them." But they had a friend who owned the hotel, and they set me up in a room. This is twice. And last night this happened in Rocky Ford. Like, just unbelievable. I'm trying really hard not to give up hope because things are a little rocky right now in general for me on this trip. But it's like every time when I think, wow, I've just about had it, something shows itself and pulls me through. And I'm thankful, man. I'm thankful for all these people I've met and every fantastic thing that happens. And it was rough earlier. I was very unhappy, and now it's, man, thank you. Thank everybody, and thank you all. Not sure if I mentioned this before, but most of what we're walking on from eastern Colorado and western Kansas, I guess a lot of Kansas actually, is the Santa Fe Trail, which, you know, was used between 1822 and 1872. Out here by Lincoln, there's a marker put up by the Daughters of the American Revolution from the state of Kansas, put up in 1906. So here it is. Here we are in the prairie, on the plains, no water. At least it's not snowing. All right, we are in Garden City still. I'm gonna take a couple hours here to check out the local zoo. Didn't even know they had this. I finally will get to see some bison in Kansas and on this trip like I'd wanted to. Also, I've heard they have elephants and lions and tigers and bears and monkeys and penguins and all kinds of cool stuff. So we're gonna check this out, man. What a good way to spend the afternoon. Nice. Wow, those things are massive. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. What's going on, big boy? How you doing? Wow. Oh, what's up? Oh, you dick. Oh. I just got sprayed by cat piss. Oh my God. You suck. All right, this is kind of bizarre. I'm almost done with this Katy Trail section of this because I have to turn off at, what is it, it's a French park. Anyway, I have to turn off in just a little bit, but as I'm walking, a couple passes me, and it's someone I met in Iowa, God, I think in October.
Hi, I'm Vicki. I met Mike back on the Hoover Trail in Iowa, like he said, back in October, and my friend and I, Rick, were biking. We're down here for a vacation. And I said, you know, we met a guy walking like this on the Hoover Trail. I passed him, saw his face, and it's like, it's the same guy. So, way to go, Mike.
All right. This is where we say goodbye to the Katy Trail and we cross the Missouri River. Be in St. Louis sometime this afternoon. I'm going to go see my buddy Vagabond from the Appalachian Trail. He hiked it in 2003. And I'm going to go visit he and his wife and his new baby and hang out for the afternoon before I hike out again in the morning. But man, Katy Trail has been great. I hate to get off of it. I wish the rest of the whole hike could be that wonderful. That's one of my favorite sections of this whole trip. Great hiking. I can camp anywhere. Good people, good food. Good God.
ADT 2008, Lion King, East Coast, West Coast, and back.
Representing.
Representing, that's
right. Hey, thanks, Vagabond.
Take it easy.
Later, brother.
Good one.
Alright, we are at the arch, right on the Mississippi River. Getting ready to cross over into Illinois, down to Missouri. Even the local law enforcement tell me not to cross this bridge and go into East St. Louis here, so I'm going to try to find a different route, because they said, a cop says, a police officer says, I wouldn't go over there without a pistol. And that's our path. That's hilarious. Anyway, at the arch, celebrating and get the hell out of here and into Illinois. Alright, I'm in Illinois this morning. Last night I had a really bad experience coming over into the Illinois side into East St. Louis. I was walking along the levee trail and had a couple of guys come out of the woods where the trail falls along the levee on the river. And they were following me for a bit. I hear someone say, hey man, I look back and there's this black dude with like a white beater and yellow teeth. And I'm like, instantly I was like, because my cell phone's not working. I'm 3 miles from anywhere. I was like, I just got that feeling. I was like, something's bad, wrong. Because I saw the other guy in the trees. And he came walking out and I was like, oh man, you know. And so one guy came, he had like a windy spoon sharpened like a knife and with duct tape. And the guy was like, what you got? What you got? I was like, dude, I'm homeless. I was like, I got all that's in my backpack. I was like, it's dirty clothes and cans. And I was like, I got nothing really in here, you know. And they started doing this and they pulled out, my money was in my backpack, but I had just eaten. So I had $27 in a bag like this. So they pulled that out and took it. And they started walking away. And then I turned around and went the other way. And they kept following me. So I was moving as fast as I could back to some civilization. I walked over back into a casino that was real close by just because I knew if I didn't get away, it was going to be trouble. But it was about an hour of really nerve-wracking time. And it's kind of disappointed that had to happen, but I guess that's part of it. And I talked to the police later, and the police, like I said yesterday, the police told me, hey, I wouldn't go over there even if I had a pistol, but I did go. And now I see why. So I'm going to put out the word to other hikers. You know, you may not want to take that route. I am at a Devil's Backbone campground. Tomorrow morning, I get to start the river to river trail. It's not supposed to rain tonight, but it's supposed to tomorrow, so I figures once I get on another good trail, it's going to rain. But I'm camping right here on the Mississippi tonight. Beautiful night so far. This is going to be awesome. Great spot, right on the water. Rocking. I don't want to hike in the rain all day. Wah. I swear, it just so figures. My last day before I go to trail days, the weather just sucks. Woohoo! Back around. Woohoo! I'm thinking that's right. It might be a little off, but I'm thinking it's right. I'm hoping it's up enough to make that shot work. All right, we are back in Elizabethtown, which is right here, right at the corner of Ohio and Indiana. I was here about 7 months ago and it was about 100 degrees. Now it's just overcast, a little cooler. No tornadoes, that's good. So now, after, God, almost 11 months, and it'll be 11 months total in 3 days. But we'll be at Trail Days, and that's in Damascus, Virginia. My friend Rick's gonna drive me over. Then I'm riding back with a redneck ride at Columbus, and then I have to get on a train in Cincinnati to go to Denver via Chicago. So it's a long way back to the trail. But Trail Days is just a big gathering of hikers from years and years and years, from the Appalachian Trail, Pacific Crest Trail, Continental Divide Trail, American Discovery Trail, Ice Age, you name the trail, most of the people are there. Mainly, it's more Appalachian Trail hikers than anything else, but it's a big festival with vendors, outdoor repair work done on everybody's gear. They got, you know, a big bonfire, party type situation sometimes. A lot of programs, films, all kinds of good stuff, so it should be a good time, ready to go. on the American Discovery Trail where we hit the halfway mark, or actually where we hit Denver back when it was snowing. So now it goes from this point all the way to San Francisco through the Rockies. So kind of a long walk still. Now I'm gonna go as far as I can today and stay with Harv tonight and maybe tomorrow night. And there's this other guy, Josh, who's doing the trail too. He took the winter off. He's supposed to hike over the Rockies with me because there's a couple of passes that have bad snow, so they thought it might be better if I had somebody with me. Explain how happy I am that I'm actually in mountains. All right, for the next about 150 miles, Josh, another ADT hiker, is going to be hiking with me just because we have to go through some pretty dangerous passes. We have to go up to Squaw Pass where we just stored our gear. But then after that, we got Argentine Pass, which is the highest point on the American Discovery Trail at 14,000 feet. So we're going to have to deal with a lot of snow up there. But yeah, it's gonna be a good time, so rock and roll. Yeah, we're on the Georgetown Loop Railroad leaving Devil Station to Silver Plume, where we only, this was actually part of the trail according to Harv. So we're taking this up 1.5 miles, 600 feet up through the loop. Then we pick up Silver Plume. Then Josh and I are gonna get as close to Argentine Pass, which is 14,000 feet, as we can tonight in camp. I got up to the Argentine Pass, totally got lost. There's so much snow I couldn't see where to go. Josh had already taken off, so I didn't know which direction he went.
Since last time I saw you, I was waving up to you, or waving down to you about 800 feet or so. And I was pretty scared to death because I didn't know what the hell happened to you. But, so I ended up doing a lot of trekking back and forth that day.
So I decided to start coming back down. I got about 800 feet, and I could hear him yelling at me from the top, and he's like, go on. I just let him know I was coming back down this way. I'm gonna have to find a different route. Hopefully he'll come down and camp.
What I ended up doing actually was hiking downhill backwards with my snowshoes.
I'm glad he came back for me, but I'd already started hiking down that big snowy bank. Starving, gotta eat. Elevation whipped me today, bad.
So I finally got down to the Peru Creek. I was more exhausted than I've ever been in my life. That was the hardest descent I've ever done. And ascent. Going up the pass was pretty damn hard too.
All right, we are at 12,500 feet. It's about 7 in the morning. Going over Sorrel Pass, and we gotta get to Kokomo today. Maybe to Leadville today or tomorrow, depends on how far we can get. And Josh is about 20 minutes ahead of me over the pass over here. We gotta cut through this mountain. I think there's like a 10,000 foot ridge walk, which would be nice. Hopefully the day will stay pretty. There looks like a little cloud built up already, which is kind of early for that, but rocking on, baby. Whoo, elevation. Today, we're a little above 10,000 feet and there's no snow here. Whew. After like 3.5 inches falling yesterday, day before. Anyway, off to camp at Twin Lakes. Supposedly, Hobo and D-Bone and some other friends are gonna cook out for us tonight when we get there. So that'll make a long day nice at the end. It's Colorado. to the other side of Cottonwood Pass, and it's cool in the National Forest. They have a lot of these little campgrounds like this you can stop at. This is right across from the Avalanche Trail where I picked the American Discovery Trail back up, so it's kind of convenient. Perfect place to camp because I think it might rain too. This is what it's about, man, right here. Being out in the middle of meadows, mountains, covered in snow, sun shining. Woohoo! We are taking a break by water. It's one thing out here I realize is it's a lot like Southern California. It just gets dry when you're hiking. You just need more and more and more. I was dragging. So I got here now. Here's a little trick. If you ever hurt your ankle or you're just lazy but you're really close to water, you can take your Nalgene lid, stick it through the lecky strap like this, pick it up, drop it into the stream, like so, and you get a full tank of water. All right, that's another 11,200 foot peak climb. Whew, tired. Good climbs, but good rewards. Now I got a couple of days to Crested Butte, probably 3. Heading on. Hope the day stays nice. Thunderstorms too the last couple of days, so it's another reason I didn't hike. Because I hate lightning. Onward we go. And I forgot to mention, while in Leadville, this time I got my brand new pack replacement, my Go Light Odyssey, great pack, and the best shoes ever, the Go Light Timberlands, which they are no longer making. I can't believe it. I've used these shoes this whole hike and they're gonna stop making them. Come on, Go Light, keep these shoes alive. All right, I'm having a good problem today. There's so many pretty things to take pictures of. I mean, from all the wildflowers, deer, and it's slowing me down, but it's awesome. I don't even care. It's a perfect day. A little haze from the Grand Mesa fires clouding up, and yeah, it's all kinds of spring flowers everywhere. Beautiful views. I don't want to leave. It's been an awesome day. Now as I'm coming down trying to find a place to camp, I get this fantastic waterfall. No idea this was here. Great, man. You can tell the water is way high. A little bit more melt, the bridge is gone. Woo! Awesome. All right, I thought I was done filming for the day, but as we drop down and there's so much snow melt, the river is so close to being the trail, it's unreal. Right, we're at the Land's End observation deck at the top of Land's End, where the land basically ends. Out towards Grand Junction, that's where we're heading. Heard today it's 30 degrees warmer right now down there than it is up here. Whew. All right, we're down off the mesa down to Whitewater, which is just outside of Grand Junction, and boy is it hot. You come down this long road and it's just desert. There's a fruit stand here, which is fantastic. I'm glad it's right off the trail, more or less. Ate 2 big cold frozen peaches, and I'm having some Chinese Beijing Olympic style Coke. A gentleman named Larry and his wife are going to host me for tonight, maybe tomorrow night, I'm not sure. Oh my God, I'm going to die in this desert.
All right, well, Mike, it's been a great visit here. Sure glad you've made it. You're taking an awesome trip. You're the only one to do it this way, and I'm so proud of you.
Thanks, man.
It's a wonderful trip.
So, got back to the fruit stand, get ready to hike. Allison told me it might be funner to actually take the Colorado River up past the monument. So I'm going to do that today. I'm going to take about a 10-mile river ride. So, aqua blazing, inner tube, wet bag, get out of the heat. Why not? All right, we are here at the Colorado River, getting ready for about a 4-hour river ride. This is the bike path that I would be walking on right here, but instead we're going to do the river. Sounds good, as long as the lightning don't come today. Fantastic. Taking a camera and cell phone into a river is never a good idea, even when using a dry bag. My dry bag failed, everything got soaked, and now I'm in a predicament that I don't know if I can get out of. This is a couple of days after the river thing. My camera got soaked. I had to do some work on it, so thanks AWOL for helping me out with that situation. My phone's still not working. It's I let everything dry out, but it's nothing's happening. Camera, I keep testing. Anyway, so I didn't get pictures. I came over to the Colorado Monument in the miserable heat. Didn't have any pictures. Got here, got my camera fixed in Fruta. Now I got to pick up the Kokopelli. I left yesterday to get on the Kokopelli Trail after getting my camera worked on, and it was 105 degrees right here, which means the Kokopelli is probably going to be a lot hotter. Today, I prepped to leave, 104. I drank so much water, and it's just miserable. I got all the way to the trailhead, and I wussed out and came back, you know. And I'm running out of time so bad, you know. I need to be done in 2 months, completely done, and I've got about 1,200 miles, so I got to do big miles every single day. All right, we are at the beginning of the Kokopelli Trail now. It's 140 miles from here to Moab, so I'm lucky. I've got BLM gentleman Barry. He cashed me 5 gallons of water at the border, and I hope they're still there. Larry and his wife brought out 3 gallons for me also at Dewey Bridge and a couple other spots, and Josh left me one at Rabbit Valley. That's good because basically you may cross a couple of streams in the South Mountains, but there's no water pretty much on the whole trail. Oh yeah, and you may have noticed I shaved. Got rid of the beard. I figured if it's going to be 100 degrees, my face might appreciate not having all the hair on it, so I look 12 again. Kokopelli Trail, got a fertility. Traveler with a flute and a backpack. Kind of like me without the flute. The last couple of days have been record temperatures. This is awesome though. I can't promise I'm going to stop very often though because it's too hot. Whew, gorgeous country though, man. I'm under a little tree here. One place I can find some shade. I've got this much water for the next 7 miles. Where remember Josh was supposed to leave me some water at Rabbit Valley Campground. I'm hoping nobody took it. I've got a little map that he made for me. All right. Normally Went through the whole process of showing you what a water cache is. But I was out of water for about 5 miles. It was hot today. I put away a half gallon. Well, almost a half gallon. In just a few minutes. Let us sit here and let my body readjust. You might remember Josh.